Hey everybody, this is Alexander Fitzgerald, or Assassinato, doing another video for Card Runners. Thank you guys for all the positive feedback you gave me on my classroom series. That stuff really does help to hear. It's always nice to know your work is appreciated, and you guys were pretty vocal about what you liked, and that was really cool. That really helps me focus on what I can do better for the next time, so I thank you for that. Due to you guys asking for it, we're going to be doing a hand history review today of my Sunday Major final table on Full Tilt. I think a lot of you know what place I finished in this, but I've been told some of you guys don't like to know, so I'm not going to say what place I finish in. It was a pretty high finish, I'll tell you that. And we're just going to get right into it. This tournament took 10 hours to get to the final table, so there's 600 plus hands. We're not going to be watching every single one of them. I think that will be I think that would be pretty boring. So what I'm going to do is just go from the beginning of the tournament to the end and look at specific hands that I think are interesting. Some of these notes will be pretty small, but we'll try to keep the editing real nice and concise, so you guys get a lot of content in a short amount of time. Since Card Runners is where we try to keep the premium content coming out, I will try to do that. Now, this first hand we've gotten in, and sorry, my HUD is made not really for cosmetic reasons, it's made for informational reasons, and I've recently retooled it. It's fine by me, but I know some guys don't like technicolored numbers all over everywhere. But this was my first hand that I found a little interesting. I 2x an early position. I think 3x or 2x here is fine. I like the 2x just fine with the king 10 suited. It plays fine multi-way. And I call 80 to win 270 immediately and another 5.7k. And this is something I donk lead here. A lot of people I know, like, when they lose track of the action and sometimes they forget who the preflop raiser is, they lead out here and they go, oh my god, this is the worst mistake I could have ever made. That's not really true. I think you should be donk leading here a lot of your small flush draws. Because if you think about it, a small flush draw is pretty difficult to play here as a check call. As a check raise, I'm not really sure it has enough equity to work if the person 3-bets you. And if you check raise, you're building a very big pot out of position. And at this stack depth, I don't think you're getting as much fold equity as you like. If you donk lead, however, people still have a very difficult time reading the donk lead. And if you turn your hand, that's great. If you miss your hand on the turn, your double barrel really doesn't have to work that often in order for your bet to be profitable. Say your opponent has ace king here, which would be the top of their range. If you bet half the pot on the turn, that needs to work 33% of the time. But with even close to the top of their range, your opponent is calling. That means you get a free shot on the river, which means 9 cards out of 46 help you. That gives you an additional 19% equity, which means your turn bet really has to work just about, 14% of the time. Now, if you were to have a flush draw here, and you were double barreling it on the turn with a half pot size bet. Now, these numbers assume a couple things. One, your opponent never raises, which is obviously not true, but it also assumes the river you hit your flush and you get no more money. The hand ends. So really, in most situations, you'll find, like, even if your bet is failing 75% of the time on the turn, it is still a really good idea to double barrel, because if you hit on the river, you oftentimes win a very massive pot. And